Peace, family. Welcome to today's Adeka Day. Full moon energy, hunter moon in Aries. Powerful stuff. And although I was planning on using my Moonology deck, as I usually do for full moon and new moon energy, I'm very much feeling the vibration as it has been set with Goddess, Divine, Feminine vibration. So I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to go with my intuition and stick with that. So we are working with the Divine Feminine Oracle deck today. And I'm featuring my Potent Potions Mirs pyramids. So these are pyramids that align specifically with my Potent Potions serums and Salt Sanity bath salts for baths and bowls. So see which one resonates with you. This one is for negativity neutralizer, just to cleanse energy and keep everything purified with black tourmaline. Sorry. This one is for pain prevention with fluorite. So helps with whatever pain you may be suffering from, internally and externally, tangibly and intangibly. And this one is In Tune Immune with moss agate to keep the immune system strong and healthy and bolstered, especially during this changing season. Keep ourselves strong. So whichever resonates with you, negativity neutralizer with black tourmaline, pain prevention with fluorite, In Tune Immune with moss agate. And let's see what the Divine Feminine vibration has in store for you today. If you went with negativity neutralizer, your message is Khadija, the mother of believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. This is an energy of self-sufficiency. For those who pick this deck, you have everything that it takes to make your life exhibit exactly what it is that your heart desires. This hunter moon is really about that, setting our target and our mind on the prey, right? On that thing that we want to proverbially kill. That thing that we know is a skill, but we know is a gift, and that can absolutely provide us with spiritual and financial abundance. This is an alignment as well if, and especially if, what it is that you're passionate about is something that is holistic, that has to do with healing, that has to do with the notion of as above, so below, ancestral alchemy, as I like to define my particular lifestyle and the products and services that I create, and that it's really about living in service of others, sacred service, as coining the Sacred Service Syndicate, and the fact of coming together with like-minded, like-hearted, like-spirited people that don't just create things to create things. They create things to help. They create things to solve problems, to be solution-oriented, especially in regards to matters of the heart and the mind and the soul, and how that aligns and connects with the body. Again, that as above, so below energy. So that heaven and earth, providing heaven and earth, which truly is about heaven on earth. So I read it wrong, but it is exactly that energy, because we are on earth at the end of the day. And if we can bring the vibration of heaven to us, and we can truly feel like we are living and experiencing a heaven-like experience, even though we are here on this earthly plane, that is absolutely everything. And especially when you believe. So the alignment with Khadija as the mother of believers is really important, because I always say believe and receive. And the more you do believe, the more that you think about miracles as being something that is very accessible and not a dime a dozen, is going to make it that much easier for you to be able to manifest, and easier for you to receive what it is that you believe. I'm someone that doesn't have to see to believe. I believe, and then they show me, and it's a beautiful experience. So I hope that resonates with you. If you chose pain prevention with fluorite, your message is Diana. This is the hunter vibe right here. Queen of the wilderness. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. You see Diana energy here with her bow and arrow. This is all about the hunter vibe. We actually have our hunter moon energy right there in the background, very reminiscent of this hunter full moon as she is ready with her bow and arrow, ready to have her eye on the prize and hit her target. So this alignment with Queen of the Wilderness, it really is, aligning with nature, aligning with that free spirit energy, and believing that you can absolutely get exactly what it is that you set your eyes on, that you set your heart, to be focused on. And the language of the natural world is a frequency of love that is so powerful when we think about love being a language and thinking about what our love languages are, thinking about what nature is, what nurture is, and how that all connects and how that all aligns. And again, that as above, so below energy, and how we can tap in and harness that feeling of this is what I want, this is what I believe, this is my passion, this is my purpose, and I'm carefree enough, I'm wild enough, I'm free-spirited enough to just go for it, to really just aim, shoot, target, acquired, whatever it may be. So thinking of that, again, we're speaking of language of the natural world and love languages and that energy coming through, and that being the mother tongue. Mother tongue is, an alignment that I often think about the reverence of mother, and especially with this energy of goddess energy this whole week in divine feminine, and how we say mother tongue, and we say mother nature, and we say mother Africa, and we say mothership, and we say all of these things with the notion of mother because of that very powerful origin state, that creation state, that gestational state that derives from the womb, that derives from the mother. And, even when you think about apple cider vinegar, I always notice that it's important to get apple cider vinegar that says with the mother, literally, because that is the most potent, that is the most healing, that is the most curing. And when we thinking about our mother tongue and the alignment of how important that origin essence is, and that we're speaking various languages, especially as we grow, but what was that first? What was that origin? What was that thing that naturally came, that we were first taught, that came from the womb, that came from our mother energy? So that is what you want to hone in on, again, especially when you're thinking about that eye on the prize, especially when we think about as a child, when we are closer to our mothers, when we are thinking more about what our childhood energy was really focused on, what we wanted to be when we were a kid. And when we look back on that, that is that wild energy, that is that carefree energy, that is, the delusions of grandeur that we may say now as adults, but as a child, that was just what we wanted to be. So whatever that thing is, if there's a part of you that still wants to be that thing that your wild, carefree child did when you were speaking in your mother tongue and thinking and feeling in your mother tongue, because we speak languages, but we think in languages as well. And oftentimes when we speak various languages, the language that we think in is the mother tongue. So think and feel that language and what comes through when you are thinking and feeling in that language. And that is what you need to pursue. That is what you need to get those arrows out and shoot for it all the way. I hope that resonates. And if you chose moss agate, in tune immune, then your message is Dakini, the enlightened feminine. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. Beautiful alignment with all of this, because just aligning again with goddess energy, with divine feminine energy, coming off of this mother vibe and energy. Intuition, your gut, your instinct, All of that is in there. The enlightenment in that, my gut instinct, trusting your intuition, the guidance, the wise beyond reason, all of this we have to remember is innately a part of us, whether you're male or female. That instinct, that intuition, that gut vibe, that feeling, that voice that pops in, that feeling at the pit of our stomach. It's so important for us to pay attention to that, because that is the enlightened feminine. That is the enlightened sense and source that we are absolutely all connected to. And when we are able to tap into that, we will be guided beyond reason. We will be wise beyond reason. And I love that notion of beyond reason, because it can't be explained. And someone may not get it. And more often than not, someone else will not get it because it's not for them to get. This is about your intuition, and it's about your intuition for your purpose and your path. You are the only one that can understand it, because you are the only one that can fulfill that particular purpose. So think about what that is. Again, an alignment with all of this, of what it is that, would make you feel that believe to receive energy, and providing heaven and earth for yourself. What it is that makes you think in that language, that makes you feel wild and carefree, and aligns you with that frequency of love and that natural world, that Diana energy, with going for that target, going for what it is that you want. And then what it is that your gut is telling you, what it is that your instinct is fundamentally always bringing you back to. That source that it's always bringing you back to, that dream, that thing that if you're in this specific day job or relationship or whatever it is that just makes you feel so unfulfilled, what pulls you out of it that raises your vibration? That's that thing. That's that thing that's going to align you with the enlightened feminine, that's going to align you with your higher self, that's going to align you with your true self, your purpose and your passion. Because again, you're on this planet, we're all on this planet and living this particular incarnation for a very specific reason. And many of us don't always figure it out in time. So if you're watching this, if you pick this card, if you pick any of these cards, if you pay attention to as above, so below energy, if you believe to receive in divine manifestation and being a co-creator of this planet and of your reality, then you're on this path for a reason. And you just might do it. And the easiest way to do it is to pay attention to what your gut is telling you, what your instinct is telling you, to trusting in your intuition and allowing that to guide you. It is truly, truly divinely guided, and it guides you here today. So I give thanks, and I hope that resonates. So until tomorrow, again, happy new moon, full moon. I keep saying new moon because the energy is very, very new moon-like, because of how that planting seeds energy. There's so much freshness around this, also because of the Aries energy and that leadership, aggressive kind of go-getter, kind of vibe to it. But yes, full moon, culmination energy, and it is potent and it is powerful, and it is definitely having us on the hunt. So happy hunting, beautiful people. And until tomorrow, time to get back to natural. Peace.